Good morning, folks. This is Espinosa-Goswami coming to you from my house and my lovely Christmas tree in the back. One of the reasons I wanted to pop on today was because it's the holiday season and many of us might be feeling like there are things that we are eating and drinking that we don't usually eat or drink, or maybe that we're tempted to eat or drink. And so I named this live stream today, Did I Eat That? A little confession for all of you. Yes, I'm a health coach and I know how to eat properly. That doesn't mean I always do eat properly to fuel my energy and my body. Recently, I've been very sick and I have pneumonia and things like that, which the only reason I bring that up is because whenever I'm sick, I tend to eat those foods that I don't normally allow myself. And maybe you can resonate with this. Maybe if you're sick, if you're grieving, if you're recovering from a breakup, we all have different reasons why we let loose our standards when it comes to what we eat and how we move. Unfortunately, I do have to relax my standards for exercise because I can't breathe properly. So it's really hard for me to exercise, short of having my inhaler with me all the time, to exercise properly. I can still lift weights, which I'm doing. But the point of this live stream today is to be aware of what you're eating and to be honest with yourself about what you're eating. Doesn't that sound weird, to be honest with yourself about what you're eating? Now, I will fess up, I totally just polished off a lemon glaze muffin. I never eat muffins, especially not those huge honkin', the size of your head kinds of muffins. And this was a lemon glaze, so that means there was that sugary glaze on top of it. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I'm tired. I don't feel well. I just came back from the clinic. I'm sick. And so I made a poor decision. And I'm fessing up to this because there will be days and there will be times when you make poor decisions. The important thing is not to kill yourself up and to beat yourself up about it, right? Not to be like, pretend like it never happened or belittle it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like we might say, well, yeah, I did have the muffin, but I only had a piece of it, even though you ate the whole thing. Or, yeah, I had the muffin, but it's okay because I was good yesterday. There is no good or bad when it comes to your health and your diet. So here's what I mean by that. There's no good or bad. So I know that I ate a muffin today, and that muffin is not normally part of what I need to fuel my body, especially because I'm sick. My body's working extra hard right now. I should be fueling it with really good nutrition, and I didn't. I chose to eat the muffin. Did I eat that? Yes, I did eat that. And I confess up to you because I understand that it's a process. It's not that I'm always going to be eating the right things, especially when my decision-making skills are very less. And that's why I wanted to pop in today. You will have times over the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, what have you, maybe 3 months, depending on whether you are affected by SAD, but you will have times when you do not have the best decision-making skills available to you. Typically, we can't make really good decisions when we're tired. So get some sleep. Sleep is super, super important. Yes, I know you have this party, you have that party, you have lots of stuff to do. I get it. We all have lots of stuff to do. It's the holiday, but you get to choose which of those things you do. And if you feel like your habits are slipping and like you're not treating yourself kindly over the holiday, maybe you should say no to some of those commitments and get more sleep, because everything starts with sleep. And if you don't get proper sleep, other things will also start to slide. Other times we don't make good decisions is when we're forced with peer pressure, right? When someone pushes food on us and says, well, I made it specially for you. This is for you. I slaved over a hot stove all day long to make this for you. That's peer pressure, right? Or when we go out to drink. So I had a friend who, for religious reasons, does not drink alcohol. And she happened to work in an industry where they often go to happy hour. And she said, well, I feel weird because I'm the only one over here nursing a glass of water with lemon while everyone else is going crazy and having vodka and tonic and all these things, like 3 or 4 rounds of drinks. And I do not choose to have alcohol. But I feel kind of embarrassed because everyone knows that I'm drinking water while they're all letting loose. Peer pressure is a real thing during the holiday season. And I could say that you're always going to make the right decision, but you're not. but fess up to what you do end up doing. So that's why I'm confessing today. I ate a muffin, okay? It's not the end of the world, but I know it's not something that's going to make me feel like I'm making progress towards my goals. I'm actually a higher weight right now than I have been in a while. Some of the stresses of the past year have caught up with me. That's another time when we do not make good decisions is when we're stressed. And stress is a very personal thing. Some people can be stressed from an incident at work or an incident at home, and some people, like the whole world could collapse around them and still they're not stressed. So stress is very personal to you. Only you can determine when you feel stressed. For me, there were a lot of things going on. There was a death in my family. My father passed away. I quit my day job, which was an exciting thing, but there's also some stress involved there. I'm not going to lie about that. So you should be aware of your triggers and what causes you to feel stress. And during the holiday, a lot of people feel stressed. So again, catching up on the sleep, preparing and planning are very important things to do. And if you need assistance with preparing and planning, I am here for you. Yes, I can talk to you on the phone. I'm not going to infect you with whatever I've got going on right now. But I would love to connect with you on a phone call and talk about some of the things that you're going through right now when it comes to your health. It could be lack of sleep. It could be extremely high stress. It could be that you know you're not making healthy decisions when it comes to eating, or that you're not consistently sticking to an exercise plan. Those are all things that could show up in other ways in your health. It could make you feel worse. It could make you not fit into your clothes. There could be a lot of effects there. So when it comes to what you're doing today, what I would ask you all to do is just to be honest with yourself. Be honest about what you're doing, when you're doing it, why you're doing it. And then schedule a phone call, comment on this video, and let's talk. Let's get a phone call going together, because often we don't recognize what we're doing wrong, or what we could be doing even better until we have someone else looking critically at what we're doing. And when I say critically, I don't mean like judgment, or I'm not going to critique you. I'm not going to make fun of you. I have certainly done many things in my life that I'm not proud of, both in terms of how I eat, how I move, and decisions I've made. So I certainly have no judgment and no cause for making anyone feel bad about themselves. This is not the purpose of this. But you do need to create awareness around what it is you're doing, and be honest. Be honest with yourself, or if that's a struggle, be honest with me. We'll talk it through. We'll figure out what that looks like for you. And I'm totally not about perfectionism. Sometimes I can barely get through my day. And I don't always eat as many vegetables as I know I should. And I don't always exercise as intensely as I would like to. But, you know, these are things that are a work in progress. And if you have a day like me where you're like, did I eat that? Did I eat the muffin? It's okay. Acknowledge what happened. Acknowledge why it happened, and reflect on why it happened. And then move on. And then schedule a phone call with me to talk about how we can help you make great strides in your health now and into the new year. I'd love to connect with you. Just pop your comment here, say phone call, and I will connect with you privately to schedule a phone call. But this is what I do, and this is what I'm passionate about, is helping people do things that they do today even better. We can always do better, and I would like to help you get there. That is my passion and my call in life. So thank you for joining me today. It's okay to eat the muffin sometimes. It's okay to eat the cookie sometimes. Just write it down, be aware of it, reflect on it, and plan ahead next time so that it doesn't happen again, so that you can reach your goals. Thank you for joining me this morning, and I hope you have an amazing afternoon. Talk soon. This is Jen.